Good morning. Today I'm down my favourite nature reserve, good old Lady Walk, and I'm here because, word is, there's been a few white fronted geese spotted. Let's see if we can find them. Lady Walk is an area where I've spent, countless days, countless hours, who knows how long down here, over the last couple of years. This is where I first properly got into bird watching, and it was with the help of all the awesome locals and with all the regulars who really helped me to appreciate nature and, well, learn birds, as weird as it is to say. You know, when I first came here, I thought there was one type of woodpecker. I'd never heard of a Greylag goose, but over the years, we learn. Anyway, I used to come down here all the time, and unfortunately these days I now live on the opposite side of the city, so I don't get to come down here anywhere near as often as I'd like. Today is my first day down here of 2025. Hopefully something cool will pop up. Hopefully we'll find those white fronted geese that have been popping about lately. Fingers crossed, and only time will tell. So I'm having to be quick, because I just got into the reserve, I only just set up, and quite literally hundreds of Greylags Canadian geese have just dropped in. So my tripod's not even up yet. Now what I was trying to do is see if any were white fronted. So I was looking for a little bit of white on their beak as they were landing. Now, there's even more coming in now. But that's all right, because they've all stopped to chill now. So I'm going to actually get myself set up, and then one by one we'll go through each bird and see if there's any white fronts knocking about. I hope so, because there's a lot of birds there. It's all calmed down a bit now. So the birds are no longer just spinning in circles, flying all over the shop. They've all settled. It's been about 10-15 minutes since they first landed. And in that time, I've scrapped off the tripod because it was just a bit too tight here. And in that time, a great white egret has also landed, which is awesome. Now, as for the Greylags, I've been slowly going through and just trying to check them all out one by one. Now, I'm pretty certain there are no white fronts to my right-hand side. Fairly confident, at least. I could always be wrong. Now, I've been trying to check out the birds to my left-hand side, but unfortunately, they're just a bit covered and obscured by some of the trees to my left, and hopefully it comes across in the footage, but it's also a bit misty right now. So getting like a positive ID of the birds on the far side, it's a bit difficult right now, but I'm going to stay here, sit here a bit longer, have a cup of coffee, and with any luck, hopefully, I might find a white fronted. I mean, for all I know, there may not be any here, but there is absolutely no harm in trying to find one. So, I don't know if you can tell, but I am fully packed and the door behind me is open because I was actually just leaving. Now, as I opened the door, I heard some birds fly overhead. So, sat back down, you know, I figured I'd give it a quick second, I'd have a little look, and didn't see anything. As I was sitting down, a few more birds came down, essentially opposite where I was earlier, well, a minute ago, to you guys. Got my binos out, and I'm pretty certain I just saw 4 white fronts. Now, because I've just walked away from where I was, I've lost them. So, let's just give it another second. Let's hope this bag doesn't fall over. Ow. Let's hope I can find them again. Because that will be a first for me, because I've never seen white fronts before. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Oh, please, please, please. Come on. So, good news, I have found them. Let's see. Oh God, see, I'm still like fully strapped in. So, they're on the far bank, surrounded by all of the Greylags. Once again, yep, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. So, they've got kind of a white band at the top of their beak, and aside from that, they've also got a bit of dark colouring underneath as well, almost like white sort of bands going across. Now, this is pretty sweet because this is the exact species that I came out to see today. Now, sod's law, they are 5 miles away, so what's going on with my camera there? So, sod's law, they're 5 miles away. So, I'm not really going to get a decent photo or any decent video, but I'm just really glad that I can say that I've seen them. I found them. I came, I saw, I conquered. That sounds really stupid, doesn't it? But there it is. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm so happy with that. So then, how awesome was that? Came here for the White Fronted Geese, wasn't sure I'd find them, but after around hour and a half, hour and 45 of sitting and waiting, they finally showed up and I couldn't be happier. Now, I thought they were about 4 when they first came in, but I think I was wrong because sitting there a bit longer, having a wee bit of a nose, I actually think there are about 20 of them. So really not bad numbers, and could not be happier for my first encounter with the good old White Fronted Geese. Anywho, I've now got the rest of the day to play with, so I'm going to carry on around the reserve, and anything else that I can pick up now is just a bonus. So let's see what we can find.
After the excitement of finally finding the white fronted geese, I made my way to the northern side of the reserve. Passing through the woodland, I stopped and watched tree creepers effortlessly scaling up trees searching for food. I stopped off at both Bitton and Kenside, where I was lucky enough to catch up with a great white egret again, pruning away, delicately cleaning and aligning all of its feathers. Now, the lake itself, however, was mostly empty, so I continued on my way to Ahide, where I encountered a colourful, albeit noisy visitor.
I've got to Ahide, and the first thing I noticed when I arrived is all of the parakeets. Now, you can't miss them, you know, they're bright green, they make so much noise, you know, they really do alert you to their presence, well, of their presence. But there's just so many of them, you know, there's like around 6 or 7 in total. And they're just flying back and forth from the trees to the actual feeders themselves. Now, they are beautiful birds, there's no denying it, they're gorgeous. But they are also quite problematic, as they tend to take the homes and the nests of native species. So, not a good thing in reality, but they're here now, so, you know, we just have to deal with that, don't we? But they are beautiful, beautiful birds. While they're not actually up to much, it is really cool to see that some of the white fronted geese are still around. Not the best of views, but hey, I'm really happy with that. But anyway, folks, I think it's actually been a really decent day here at Lady Walk. So with that, I just want to say thank you so much for joining me once again. So please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.